Real talk. Did you like broccoli as a kid? Hey everyone, I'm Jacky Lamenzo from JackyLamenzo.com, author of Addy Wants to Fit In and Picky Eating Coach. I was a picky eater for 23 years, so I get it. Your kid is having a hard time at dinner, and it's probably really frustrating for you. So I am here to shed some light on what they might be feeling and give you some mindset shifts, some perspective shifts on how you can better support them. So today we're going to talk about being really honest with your kids and talking about things that maybe you didn't like before and now you do like. After I had my big revelation and started trying new food when I was 23, I also had a realization that my dad was picky when he was younger. And I almost was disappointed to hear that because I felt like had I learned that earlier when I was younger, that I could have maybe felt a little bit less alone. And I could have felt like, oh, well, he didn't like all these things then, but look at him now. He's eating salad, he's eating all this stuff that he didn't like then. And I think that allows kids to see that, yeah, we're gonna grow over time. Our taste buds are gonna change. The things that we like are going to change. So I encourage you to have some conversations with your kids about what was it that you actually really didn't like as a kid? And what was it that made it so that you did like it? Maybe you were at a friend's house and they made it a different way than your parents made it. Or maybe you were at a restaurant in college and it took you all the way that long to realize that, oh, well, when you have Brussels sprouts and put some bacon in it, they're really good, right? We can prepare things different ways. We can have them different times. We can be in different moods and different places that just make us feel brave to try something new, right? So I think opening up that dialogue with kids is really important. One thing that I do with some of my adult picky eating clients is have them start researching some food. So do a quick Google search. You know, maybe your kid is curious, no pressure, about avocados. And what I encourage for my clients is, well, let's find a list of 10 reasons why avocados are really good for you, or 10 different ways to prepare avocados, or 10 health benefits for avocados, or whatever. Just doing some simple Google searches will pull up any of those things. And so you start to get comfortable with that food before even looking at it, trying it, touching it, tasting it, anything. And because there's not an expectation that you have to try it, but instead that you're just getting curious about it, we're just learning about this new food today. And you don't have to try it. And I think as long as that expectation is set, that this isn't, we're going to look up avocado and learn all about it, and then you have to sit down and eat it right now. Like that makes my stomach turn. I love avocado now, but as a kid, I didn't. And so this allows this space between learning about a new food and trying the new food. Start asking your kid, what food are you curious about? You don't have to try it, but what is something maybe we could go take out a book from the library about, or we could do a quick Google search about together. And again, because there's not an expectation that you have to try it, you're just getting familiar with it, right? You're just getting used to it. And then the next step might be buying an avocado, and you have some avocado toast if that's something you like, and you can have your kid mash the avocado. You can have your kid show how you're carving out the avocado, how you can twist it, and how there's just different ways to work with an avocado and what the texture is like and how you can do it. Again, it's not an expectation that they try it. It's just getting familiar with it. And I think doing these things, that it's not you have to try this right now, but instead just allowing your kid to become more familiar and more comfortable with new food is going to make everybody's life easier. Your kid is going to feel more at ease. Your kid is going to feel more excited. And honestly, then you take a bite of that avocado toast and you're like, oh, this is so good. Do you want a bite? And it's not you have to have a bite, but if you offer it, of course you should offer it. And often kids experience FOMO. They're like, well, if you're liking it and it's really good and you're not making me eat it, then yeah, I might try a bite, right? So allow them to get curious, allow them to experience food in a different way that's not making them try it in that moment. Coming full circle from where I started this video, be honest with your kids. If there's something that you have never tried before, be honest with them. Hey, I'm kind of thinking about trying this new thing. Would you maybe want to try it with me? Because I'm kind of nervous. Maybe there's something that you still don't really love. Be honest about that, because that'll make your kid feel like they're not alone. First of all, they're not the only one in the room who is nervous to try new things. And it just sort of gives them that comfort of, oh, okay, so when you were a kid, you didn't like it, but now you do. So I'm not crazy. That's not a bad thing or a negative thing that I'm a kid and I don't love broccoli. I think it's honestly a really good thing to know that Mom didn't love it as a kid, but now she does. And that's kind of cool. There's, someday I'm going to really like it, right? So those are my tips for the day. I hope you join me at jackylamenzo.com. I have more over there. I have a free email list you can join, and you'll get some tips right away to your email inbox to ease your mealtime madness and things that you can print out and use tonight at dinner time. So thanks for joining me, and I'll talk to you soon.